Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Absolutely huge. And 3 Aussies involved for Philadelphia. We know about Jordan Mailata, Aaron Sipos, as well as Matt Leo, defensive end for Philadelphia. And I'm really happy to say that Matt's come running from the media day today and is in his hotel room in Arizona. G'day, Matt.
How you doing, mate?
Yeah, I'm really well. I tell you what, this is just incredible for you. You better tell us and all the listeners, how on earth does a bloke from Adelaide get himself to Philadelphia and into the NFL?
Mate, it still is quite the story for me. Sitting in trade school as an apprentice plumber, saw the Super Bowl on TV, and I said, one on me, as crazy as it sounds.
Yeah, right. So did you have any, I think you had a bit of an AFL background, right? But, not a whole heap of rugby or rugby league over in Adelaide. So where was once you've made that decision in your head, how do you start actioning that plan?
Yeah, mate. So it was all started from a conversation. Working with my tradesman one day, ended up getting on the topic about sports, and he ended up bringing up about a guy on Facebook who managed to be a punter that got a Division II scholarship.
Yeah.
That just lit this fire in my belly. I said, I'll be a punter. So that literally just sparked the conversation where I reached out to a bunch of junior college coaches, and I said, I can kick a ball. Can you, any chance of getting an offer? They asked me to be a walk-on, but there was no chance I'd be a punter, and that's where that journey started.
Yeah, okay. So this is not easy. Not many athletes can do this, right? Go, oh, okay, I can't make it as a punter. That's okay. I'll be a defensive lineman. So at what point do you start going, all right, I'm transitioning?
Mate, when I got there, I didn't even know how to put the helmet and pads on correctly. But mate, it was the hardest transition of any sport, thinking that my attributes of being 6'7", and playing footy was going to help me play American football. I was completely wrong. It's a game of leverage, and the lowest man wins. And being 6'7", playing against guys who are shorter, I learned quickly that I had to develop those skills. Otherwise, I was going to be on TV being pancaked.
You must have started to get excited by the time, you go to Iowa State, you start making your debut there, you get a walk-on at, are you 26 years of age when you have your first opportunity there, and then it starts to roll from that point. At what stage did you think, well, the NFL is actually realistic?
Yeah, mate. Playing Division I college at Iowa State really opened up my eyes. Managing to have a scholarship to a school that sold out stands for 12 years straight of 70,000 people.
Wow.
And to be able to play against high level guys that were making the NFL draft, that really really just helped me believe in myself that I had the chance, and believe that I could be in that that same field.
How did it come about, your international pathway program? How did it come about that you ended up at the Philadelphia Eagles?
Mate, it was how it works is they it's random. It will be a different conference every year, different division, but it's random of the 4 teams that you'll go to. It was just luck that I managed to go to such an incredible organization as such as the Philadelphia Eagles, that have helped me, mold to the player that I am. So being in the program, it doesn't give me the ability to be active, during the regular season. But after this season, looking forward to signing a futures and staying with the Birds.
Yeah, fantastic. So I think there's a lot of people in Australia knowing your story, knowing Aaron Sipos' story, and also knowing Jordan Mailata. So, the rugby league followers here in Sydney, they know the Bulldogs and they know the Rabbitohs and they know the Jordan Mailata story. Do we underappreciate what he's done too, where you go, okay, you're not quite suited to rugby league, but we know there's an athlete in there, and now he's a highly paid key part of what the Philadelphia Eagles are going to be doing in Super Bowl 57. That's an extraordinary journey, Matt.
Mate, it really is. What he has done in his time, of not even knowing the sport before taking it on, and, being such a high-class caliber tackle right now, I don't think anyone really understands. And, even he hasn't reached his full potential of, being a all-time, Hall of Fame player that he has the caliber to be.
Can you give us an understanding of the city of Philadelphia, right? They're passionate sports fans. We know that. There's a grittiness about the city as well. There's an expectation from the fans, but when you do well, they love you. Give us an understanding of what it feels like to be part of an Eagles side into a Super Bowl and the whole city is behind you.
Mate, there is no city like Philadelphia. They wear their heart on their sleeve. They want to see your heart every week.
Yeah.
So win or lose, they are there. They are there in the rain, hail, or shine, and they want our best every week. So it makes it even more, special to be able to be in this situation that we are now at the Super Bowl. We have such an incredible city behind us, rooting for us, and for every other team in the NFL, they are dread when we're coming.
We're talking to Matt Leo. He's an Adelaide-born Aussie who's gone over and is now a defensive end in the NFL with the Philadelphia Eagles. I want to ask you this question, Matt. We've got a Hall of Fame quarterback at the Kansas City Chiefs named Patrick Mahomes. We've got an automatic Hall of Fame coach there in Andy Reid who's been there, done that. They've been to the Super Bowl lately and have won it. What gives you the confidence that the Philadelphia Eagles can win on your Sunday?
Mate, it's our team. I can't speak on the behalf of the Chiefs and the record that they've set so far, but I see what goes on in our building and our facility. We come to work every day. It's something that I've never seen being in sports growing up. From position group to coaching to players, all across the board. I've never been so united as a team. We back each other. We know what we're capable of, and it's holding the next man next to you accountable. So going into this next Sunday, it's just like any other game. It's taking care of what we are, what we do week to week, and just knowing that we're going to be ready next Sunday.
Can I ask you about some of the superstars that are in your team, what they're like as teammates? Well, the coach is amazing in what he's done in Nick Sirianni, but Jalen Hurts is now, he's launched himself this year with what he's been able to do. AJ Brown, we know, is an outstanding wide receiver, and Jason Kelsey is a legend of the league. What are the guys like that you play with, Matt?
Mate, their work ethic, that's what gives them the ability to be what they are right now, or the careers that they've had. You look at Kelsey, mate. He people always undervalued his size as a center, but he is one of the best, if not the best center in the NFL, and will be remembered as that. Our quarterback Jalen Hurts, his work ethic, behind closed doors is the reason why he's having such a successful season this year. We have just so many guys who lead by example.
One of the things that fascinates us here from an Australian point of view with rugby league in particular, I think it's probably similar in the AFL, and that is that the access that the media get and how controlled that is. You've just come from the media day where it's basically an open slather, Matt. Explain that difference and what the American press expect, and indeed what the public that follow their team expect, and how many great insights they get from the athletes.
Mate, it was the craziest thing I've ever seen. It was an open hour from, of media from all across, the state, even from, Mexico. It was an open board for, people to talk about football, maybe catch you, saying something that you're not supposed to, speaking about something you're not supposed to, and, potentially getting a story out of you. So, you're really wanting to be careful, about talking about the Chiefs or our team and not giving too much away, but at the same time, not making yourself look too silly.
Yeah. Do you get trained on that? Do the Eagles have programs about, helping you understand what you should and shouldn't say?
We definitely do.
Right.
Just before we left Philadelphia to come here, he gave us many examples of not to, opportunities that they will make us look stupid. So we really, guys really took it on board because, something like that can really, devastate, your career and your brand.
Yeah, no doubt. Hey, Matt, it's such an exciting thing in your sporting career. It's amazing that there are so many Aussies involved with the Philadelphia Eagles. It's going to be huge. You're going to hear it across the SEN network on Monday. That'll be Sunday your time. Mate, on behalf of everyone at SEN, we wish you all the very best with Super Bowl 57, and thanks for your time today.
Mate, I appreciate you guys having me on today.
Our pleasure. Our pleasure.